What's going on, y'all? I just want to give you the latest on Inoue'S. So last time we see Inoue'S was over Cinco de Mayo weekend, where he pulled off an impressive thriller versus Ramon Cardenas, and he got an 8th round stoppage. He got the win. Now, I know everyone's thinking, what is next for Inoue'S? So, a couple weeks ago, it had came out that Inoue'S and Junko Nakatani are trying to come together and fight. Now, it definitely looks like this fight is going to take place, but Inoue'S is really pushing for this fight to happen as early as next year, May of 2026. And actually, Junko Nakatani and his trainer had agreed that they'd rather fight Inoue'S sooner rather than later. And this is what Junko Nakatani's trainer actually had to say. Junko Nakatani and his trainer, Rudy Hernandez, prefer a fight with Inoue'S sooner rather than later. And he says, "We would rather fight Inoue now than tomorrow. If we wait until next year, the excuse will be that Inoue got older." And he does have a point on this. He absolutely does have a point on this. And to be completely honest with y'all, I'd rather have them fight now rather than later as well, while they're both in their prime and they're both equally as talented. I would definitely rather see that too as well. So I do agree with them on that, because if Inoue'S is to lose versus Junko Nakatani, then yes, the excuse might be that, well, Inoue's is a bit older, he's not in his prime anymore, and it just becomes a bigger issue and excuse to why someone might lose. So I definitely agree with this. I'd rather them fight now rather than later, while they're both at the peak of their careers. It makes 100% absolute sense for this to happen. But also, I wanted to give y'all some insight on as far as Inoue'S in weight classes. Now, the question was asked to Inoue'S, would he be able or willing to actually move up weight classes? And Inoue'S actually said, "I can't think about going higher." And he also says, "Yes, featherweight is my limit. I'm not interested in going any higher. If I were 170 centimeters taller, it would be different. But there's a limit on how much I can build frame-wise, and even at junior featherweight, I'm building muscle one by one, building up my physique and taking on the challenge." Now, I can definitely understand that, but one thing I do want to keep in mind, as far as someone as talented and as great as Inoue'S is, as much as I would want to see him move up a weight class, because there are a certain couple of fighters that I would love to see Inoue'S face off against, such as a Gervonta Davis or hell, even a Shakur Stevenson. But in certain ways, I can understand where he's coming from. But the whole issue is, if he decides to move up later on down the line in his career, it's going to be a lot tougher, because for a lot of these fighters staying at the weight class that they're at for so long, it's hard to fill out when they decide to move up, and it's hard to make that adjustment to that weight class when they decide to move up. And like I had said, another fight that a lot of people really wanted to see was Inoue'S versus Gervonta Davis. But since he's not willing, being Inoue willing to move up a weight class, it's going to be a lot tougher for this fight to happen. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. If he's not willing to move up a weight class to fight Gervonta Davis, the fight is most likely not going to happen. As much as I'd love to see Gervonta Davis even move down, I just don't see that happening. But that's all I have for today, y'all. That is the latest I have for y'all on Inoue and the Juko Nakatani fight. But leave your guys' thoughts, comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like. And I will catch y'all next time in the next video. Alright? Peace.